Gentleman from California, Mr. Garamendi.
Thank you. Just a very quick summary of the law. If the President decides to launch nuclear weapons, the Secretary of Defense is not in the loop, which probably ought to come to our attention. Maybe we ought to make so that the Secretary is in the loop, but by law he is not. With regard to the really important issues that face us, Mr. Secretary, we wish you well on your cancer treatment and your return to full health. You have an extraordinary service record. We note, if we care to understand, that it was your work, together with the President's, that assembled the support in Europe, NATO and the European Union, necessary for the Ukrainians to receive the support necessary to repel the Russian invasion. And you continue to do that. And I thank you for that extraordinary work. I will note that while we are spending our precious time, at least I think it's precious, on taking you and the administration to task, we are failing in our responsibility to fund the Department of Defense. We're now 5 months late in the appropriation process. It is the responsibility of the Congress to provide the appropriations, and we are not doing so. We're on our 4th or 5th continuing resolution. We are derelict. Not you, sir. It is the Congress of the United States and the leadership in this House that is failing to meet the national security needs of this nation. In the appropriation process, October, November, December, January, and February have passed, and we've not done our work. And we're spending our time here taking you to task. That's wrong. We're failing. Let me put it this way. The leadership in this House is failing. We have a supplemental appropriation, absolutely necessary for the defense of Ukraine. That has been languishing for months. The Senate has acted. This House and the leadership of this House has not acted. Is it that we are abandoning Ukraine? Is it that the Republicans in this House want to take responsibility for Ukraine's defeat? Apparently they do, because they are refusing to provide the necessary funding. Humanitarian aid, Israel, the replenishment of our arsenals, all are at risk because this House has refused to take action. Mr. Secretary, it is not you that are the problem. It's not what happened in your health emergency. That's the problem. You've laid out clearly that that has been resolved, that standard operating procedures were followed and will be even more so in the future. Thank you for your testimony, and thank you for putting that in place. When will this committee actually stand up for the defense of this nation? When will my colleagues on the Republican side of this committee find the courage to get the job done? 5 months have passed. The dereliction of duty is not yours, sir. The dereliction of duty is right here on the dais. Mr. Secretary, 17 seconds. If you'd like to comment on the necessity of getting the job done, please do so.
Well, first of all, you heard me say in my opening comments, sir, that full-year appropriation is really important. Without that, we lose time and money.
Gentleman's time's expired. Chair, and I recognize the gentleman from Virginia, Mr.